Next on Live at 6, parents in West Richland outraged after they say police worked to track down a suspected predator without telling families that students might be at risk. Stacy?
And we've got cool temperatures overnight, but a pretty mild outlook for the next several days. I'll get all of the details to you in my first alert weather forecast.
A fire destroyed a Yakima apartment building. 60 residents evacuated, including one woman who says her and her neighbors lost everything. That's coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And we'll get to Emily in just a bit, but good evening, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for being here. First at 6 tonight, one man has been arrested after he allegedly tried to lure young middle schoolers at one West Richland Middle School. But new tonight, I spoke with a parent who spoke out on this issue during last week's school board meeting at the school district. New at 6, we're digging deeper.
And I really don't care if the police department says, hey, could you just keep this under the rug? We don't want to mess up our investigation. Screw your investigation. You need to put our students first every single time.
Karen Chapin is concerned, and she shared those concerns first at the district's board meeting last week and today with me.
So, yeah, it does keep getting worse and worse as a parent. This is when you see something we're getting down to the details coming out and they're not getting any better. I'm even more frustrated with our school district, police department, and sheriff's department over what is clearly becoming a much worse story as time's going on.
On the West Richland Police Facebook page, they say a convicted sex offender accused of driving by Enterprise Middle School dozens of times is now behind bars. This allegedly happened to a number of kids and over the course of several days.
Parents, grandparents need to keep an eye on their young children as they can wander off very easily, and for the safety purposes, keep track of them if they want to have them the next day.
The suspect is 29-year-old Javier Ayala Collin, who actually lives in Benton City. The man was charged with indecent exposure from this case, but he apparently failed to even register as a sex offender from previous convictions.
But, in those instances, you get up and I didn't really have anything written down to speak of, just kind of speaking from my heart. And at the moment, my heart was very angry, and it still is. I still feel like the school district has let us down.
The latest incident in mid-February involved a student who told school staff that a naked man in a black Subaru asked the young girl for directions and tried to get her into his car. Luckily, that did not happen. Chapin is still upset because she doesn't understand why the district nor any police agency alerted her or others about this until after the man was arrested. Are you hoping that, by giving your feedback at the meetings and whatnot, this won't happen again?
I think what needs to happen, and parents, I can't just, be me going and yelling at the school board. That's only so effective, right? What really needs to happen is the school board, the Richland School District, needs to decide what they're willing to do when cooperating with law enforcement investigations. And they need to put a policy in place that's written so that our principals from here on out know there's certain things that we're willing to cooperate with to this level, and there's certain things that we're not going to cooperate with at all.
People need to be aware and keep their eyes open and try to make sure that the kids understand that they need to be careful at all times, and people need, if they see something, they ought to make sure they, that doesn't look right, stop and be a good citizen.
Now, we did reach out to the Richland School District for comment, but our calls were not returned. I did hear back from the West Richland Police Department, and they say the investigation is ongoing, but if you know anything about the suspect, do reach out to them. Other news, the Grant County Sheriff's Office investigating the missing person report of 31-year-old Irene Fleming, who was last seen between 4 and 5 p.m. on Sunday, February 25th, leaving a rural Grant County home. The Sheriff's Office says the woman walked away and nobody knows where she went. Now, detectives on Saturday did receive credible information from an East Wenatchee business employee who had contact with a woman named Irene on February 29th. The employee says the woman matched the picture. There is no evidence, though, Irene is in danger, but deputies still say they have been concerned about her whereabouts and whether she is safe since they were first notified by Wenatchee police. Irene's family had last spoken to her on Sunday, and during that call, Irene said that she was in Wenatchee. As part of the investigation, Wenatchee police asked the Grant County Sheriff's Office to check an address in the George area to see if she was there.
It's true that Irene could be anywhere, but right now we have evidence from a credible person in the Wenatchee area who saw her at a business. We have a detective who's speaking with that employee at that business and trying to gain some more information. So if anyone knows where Irene might be, we just want to know that she's okay. So give us a call at 509-762-1160.
With this being a missing persons case and not a criminal case, the search warrant to ping the woman's phone last known location was not granted by the court. A search warrant would also be required to search Irene's car that she left at the road at U Southwest Home. Now, if you know anything, just as they were telling you, call police. All right, time to talk about our weather now. It was an okay weekend, saw a little bit of sunshine. I met a really nice guy named Buddy over the weekend, and he said, Stacy, bring me more sunshine this week. What do you think?
I'll work on that for you, buddy. Let's get these winds to calm down. And actually, we are seeing the winds starting to die down just a little bit. We were 15 miles an hour or so about an hour ago. So winds starting to die down a little bit. That'll make things feel a little warmer. Going to be cloudy, breezy, and chilly overnight. We're tracking some snow, mainly south of Hermiston and Pendleton overnight. And we could see a couple of stray snow flurries hit the Walla Walla area or the Blue Mountains just outside of Walla Walla. But other than that, it's cold. Grab your coat. Now, good news, we spring forward this weekend. Look at our sunset beginning on Sunday, nearly 7 p.m. So I'm looking forward to those longer days. Let's take a look at our Tri-City sunset from last night on our time-lapse video. Kind of cool. You saw those clouds rolling in. We had a few sprinkles come through across the Horse Heaven Hills. It was pretty nice. Right now, 44 degrees on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Our humidity, 38%. That's good. And winds have decreased down to 7 miles an hour. Here's what's coming up. Cloudy, breezy winds. Winds decreasing tomorrow. Below average temperatures at least through Wednesday. Then we'll start to warm up after that. And don't forget to spring forward on Sunday. All the details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, thanks for reminding us now about spring forward. Stacy, we'll see you soon. The Pasco Fire Department made quick work of a brush fire near the airport at Road 36 and Burden Boulevard this afternoon. Apple Valley News Now was there. Fire officials say the call came in just before the noon hour. To get to the fire, firefighters had to make a small hole in a fence, which is now having to be replaced and repaired. The battalion chief said it looked like the fire might have started from a power surge from one of the lines nearby. Crews were able to put it out quickly. 60 people have been displaced from the Buckingham Apartments in Yakima County after the apartment building caught fire early this morning. Well, tonight, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke with one of the residents who says while it is hard for anyone to lose their home, it's especially hard for the people in her building.
I spoke with Lena Carnes, who told me that she's been living at that apartment building for about 2 years now, and she's gotten to know a lot of the people around her. She says they've all had hard lives, and most of them are struggling to make ends meet. So this, added on top of everything, has just made their lives even harder.
Our third floor, where it happened, there's a disabled daughter and her dad taking care of her. Thank God they got out. And then the other one on the top floor is dying of cancer. All their medications are up there. They weren't able to get any of that. It's just devastating, traumatic.
Authorities say the fire started just after 5:30 a.m.
So I'm sleeping and I hear mass pounding, kicking, pounding on my door. And they're screaming, everybody's screaming. And then when I do open my door, two of the tenants from the third floor are right there with their puppies crying. And then I see the smoke.
All the residents got out safely, but one was sent to the hospital for smoke inhalation.
Everybody was coming down and we couldn't get our animals out. It was so scary.
Karn says she was able to grab Daisy, her 3.5-month-old Chihuahua mix, but her 7 cats are still missing. And she lost almost everything she owned.
What is your plan moving forward from here?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not worried about me. Okay, I've been homeless before, years ago, but those people really need help. And I hope the community understands and has empathy and helps them.
The Red Cross set up a warming center at their office, then an overnight shelter at Summit View Church of Christ.
Right now we're focused on individuals making sure they've got the place to sleep tonight so that they're not worried about that they've got meals to eat and then clothes to wear, and then we'll start piecing together the rest of the recovery for them, with them.
The Red Cross says they're already working with their community partners to make sure that these residents' needs get met. However, they say if people really want to help, what they're in dire need of is volunteers. You can find out more about volunteer opportunities on the American Red Cross website. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, thank you for that. It is feeling chilly out there this evening, but Stacy is telling us somewhat milder weather is on the way. She's tracking your first alert full weather forecast coming up. But first, we are live and on your side with Alyssa.
Hi, Austin. Yeah, we're here in Pasco where residents could get year-round access to Memorial Pool even in those cold winter months, but it's not going to be cheap. We're talking numbers next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am hosting the Oscars 1 hour earlier this year. That's 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and if you're on Mountain Time, I don't know what to tell you. Climb.
Jimmy Kimmel hosts the Oscars, live Sunday on ABC.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, celebrating 20 years of employee ownership with great savings, including our Owner's Choice 20th anniversary sale happening store-wide. Save now at Bi-Mart.
Life is a whirlwind. I wish I could swim. When there's disaster to deal with, who are we?
911, what's your emergency?
Let's go, let's go!
That's it! Go back, go back, go back!
I'm right here with you.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? Oh God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hi, I'm Bruce Schaefer. These are my sons, Gary and John, and we built this deck.
Not quite, Dad. We need 2 more of these.
You better call Par. No problem. I got Andrew on speed dial.
Par Lumber's Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Bruce.
I need 2 more boards at TimberTech.
We won't settle for anything less than contractor grade.
So we get all of our building materials and supplies from Par.
Problem solved.
Par, your total home building source since 1930. Go where the builders go.
So what are you building?
Here are some frequently asked questions we get about Dial-A-Ride services. Is Dial-A-Ride going away? No, it is not. All Dial-A-Ride services to Tri-Cities, Benton City, and Prosser is exactly the same. Are drivers being laid off? No. If you qualify for Dial-A-Ride or want to find out if you qualify for Dial-A-Ride services, call 509-735-0160 or visit bft.org to learn more.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Hey, thanks so much for staying with us. After announcing it was closing in early February, Foodies will be reopening under new ownership. The previous owner of the restaurant said in a Facebook post that Foodies has been sold to a new women-owned business team. They are planning to introduce themselves in the coming weeks. The new team will work with the previous owner to restart, but keep the same feel, taste, and look of the restaurant. Both Foodies on the river in Kennewick and Foodies 2 in Richland will be reopening under the new team. We are told that the new owners will address previous gift card purchases in the very near future. There is no set date for the restaurants to reopen, but we'll keep you posted. Tonight, Pasco City Council is set to vote on a proposal that would make it so Memorial Pool can stay open year-round. New tonight, my colleague Alyssa Warner joining us live in Pasco. So, Alyssa, what does this proposal entail?
Hey, Austin. So the idea is to get a giant inflatable dome and put it over Memorial Pool so that people can use it all year round, all 4 seasons, instead of just during the summer months as it is right now. So even on a sunny day in March, it is cold in the Tri-Cities. There's really not much to see at Memorial Pool all the way from September until May. So the Pasco Parks and Rec director says anybody who wants to swim during the fall, winter, and spring has to go to a smaller pool, has to head to one of the other cities, or both. They're proposing an air dome. That's an inflatable structure that could be blown up from September to May and then taken down during the summer months. Now, buying the dome and the system to keep it inflated, that would cost more than $500,000, almost $550,000. Setting up a footing for the dome, because we know it's Tri-Cities, if you have an inflatable, you need to have it anchored down. So the footing for the dome to be properly strapped down to the pool, that's looking like it would cost around $350,000. Now, adding this dome would add another $35,000 per year in utility and chemical costs to keep the pool open year-round. Setting up and taking down the dome would cost around $15,000 every year. But the Parks and Rec director told City Council members they're hoping to cover those costs, those yearly costs, with the income from having the pool open all year. Now, that would include potentially renting pool time to school districts in Kennewick and Richland. That's something that they already do during the summer months. Now, the City Council meeting is here at Pasco City Council building coming up at 7 tonight. They're only scheduled to vote on buying the dome itself. So all of the rest of the things that the Pasco Parks and Rec is going to need to do to make this a reality, those will be coming up, I'm told, in the next few months. But tonight's vote, just to vote on the initial step of buying that giant inflatable dome. So we'll be keeping track of this. We'll let you know what happens over on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. That's also where you can see the entire proposal and the breakdown of all of the costs. So for now, I will send it back to you in the studio. Live in Pasco, Alyssa Warner, Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look at our first alert radar. Pretty calm and quiet for most of our areas, but we're still seeing some snow up there in the Spokane area. I-90 right into the Idaho Panhandle tonight. Most of our snow is going to be to the south. I'll show you here in just a minute. Let's take a peek at our Legends Casino Skycam tonight. 44 degrees. Winds are starting to finally quiet down a little bit, and our feels like temp is 40. Rather chilly out there, and it's going to get really cold tonight, especially around 6 o'clock in the morning. If that's your start time, bundle up because you're going to be pretty cool until you make it to noon. So just plan on extra layers tomorrow morning. Very chilly tomorrow morning in Yakima, but those temperatures will make it up into the mid 40s by the afternoon. This was today's storm track. Most of it was directed right at Oregon. However, that system did impact the west side for a little bit, and now starting to move south. This is where it's going to be heading tomorrow. Mostly southern Oregon, northern California, and once again, Those Rocky Mountains, the Sierra Nevada mountains there, getting another band of snow. They had so much snow over the weekend. Some of the pictures are impressive, I should say. So we've got mostly clear skies tonight, and as you can see, any snow developing will be south of Heppner, south of Pendleton, making its way over into the Blues. Now, there is a chance of a stray snow shower or maybe a little moisture passing through Walla Walla early morning. More than likely, it'll be staying right there in the mountains, however. A little bit unsettled tomorrow, but overall, not a bad-looking day. You're going to see partially cloudy skies, partially sunny skies. At times, getting into Wednesday, that's when we're going to start to see things warming up, and the ridge of high pressure comes in to bring us some sunshine and a little more stable weather as we go through the week. We've been tracking those gusty winds, and we'll continue to see them throughout the night, Columbia Basin, but by noon tomorrow, looking much better through the area. We're still going to see some gusty winds in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley and down the Columbia River Gorge near the Dalles, but overall, not a bad looking wind forecast once we got through today. Let's take a look at our temperatures tonight. Grab a coat. It's chilly out there. We're going to see temps down to 20 tonight. Cle Elum, 25 in Yakima, 28 in Sunnyside. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, very chilly here tonight as well. 29 for Prosser and Hermiston, 30 in Tri-Cities, and a chilly 28 for Connell tonight. Looking at the foothills of the Blues, those temperatures well below the freezing level, 20s, upper 20s for that area as well. Chilly, chilly. All right, let's take a peek at what tomorrow's looking like. A mix of sun and clouds, not as breezy. Temperatures hopefully getting up to 50 in the Tri-Cities. We'll stay in the low 40s here along the foothills of the Blues. A little bit warmer as you make your way up the Yakima Valley, 43 in Ellensburg. 7-day planning forecast, pretty quiet. Look at Tuesday through Friday, quiet, a little bit cold at night. And then don't forget, we're springing forward Saturday night into Sunday. Pretty mild and quiet for Walla Walla the next several days, springing forward with the next chance of rain possibly popping up late Saturday into Sunday. Yakima, nice and mild, chilly overnight lows. Look at 24 tomorrow night. It's going to be cold out there. We're springing forward with mostly sunny skies, though, for most of the week. So we're going to stay on the sunny side of that, Austin. Pretty mild weather there in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. And yes, springing forward this weekend. So lots more to get to, including your weather photo of the day. Austin?
Not a bad looking forecast. Thank you, Stacy. It is a first for birth control. It's become available over the counter and online. Details coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only with great savings on USDA Choice Angus Beef New York Steak, $7.98 a pound. Boneless pork loin roast, $1.98 a pound. And visit your Super One Foods meat department for even more great savings in store.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
It's a great day for fly fishing.
I like the solitude. I like the beauty of it. I like the size of the fish.
Fly the Northwest over Amber Lake.
Yeah, it's a wonderful day to fish.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next, E.T. We're rocking out with the all-star cast of Kung Fu Panda 4.
Nunchuck Hero!
And rocking the block with Ty Pennington.
I love it.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
wow, US Cellular works great out here. Wow, still have 5G here too. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive US Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
We are back now with a health alert. The first over-the-counter birth control pill approved in the U.S. O-Pill is now available in stores and online starting this month. You can buy it directly from the website opill.com in the coming days, but it could take a few weeks for the medication to reach pharmacy shelves. The drug maker has a suggested retail price of $20 for a 1-month supply and $50 for a 3-month supply. The company says when it is taken as directed, O-Pill is 98% effective at preventing pregnancy. That's in line with the effectiveness of most birth control pills.
For most birth control, we do recommend that people use a backup form of contraception the whole first month to be safe, and follow the instructions and take it at the same time of the day, every day.
Some of the pharmacies that have said they will carry it include CVS and Walgreens. It will also be available, like we said, online at opill.com and on other online retailers. Well, the loss of a door plug on a flight out of Portland grabbed a lot of attention, but at 6:30 tonight, what a new FAA audit is revealing.
Jessica Jalor, Good Morning Northwest, weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Brett Michaels Party Gras 2024 Mother's Day Weekend Party Gras Concert Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino Toppenish. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison hits and solo hits live from the man who starred in VH1's Rock of Love, The Masked Singer on Fox, and ABC's Greatest Hits. Party Gras 2024. Tickets available at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino gift shop. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino Toppenish.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? Oh God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
And good evening. Welcome back to the news. I'm Austin Reed. We have an update to a story we first brought you over the weekend. The man who was arrested in a fatal crash that killed Washington State Patrol trooper in Marysville may have been driving under the influence. Court documents stated the 32-year-old Linwood man told officers he had been smoking weed and drinking alcohol earlier in the evening. Around 3 a.m., the man was going southbound on I-5 when he slammed into the back of WSP trooper Chris Gadd. Gadd died at the scene. The Linwood man is facing vehicular manslaughter and vehicular assault charges. He's currently in jail on $1 million bond, and we'll keep you posted on that story. When it comes to our law enforcement, they are patrolling every day to keep drivers safe. But new at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma spoke with local law enforcement today who say they need us to move over and give them that space so we can all get home safe.
The move over law is in place to make sure every utility, medical, fire, and law enforcement officer can do their job and do it safely. It's not just when you see an emergency vehicle stopped, it's when you see and hear them too.
It is very important to always move to the right. That's the expectation. That's what you're required to do, is to move to the right to allow vehicles, emergency vehicles, to pass on the left. And so our officers, as they're approaching you with their lights and sirens on, the expectation is that you're going to move to the right, and that's what they're expecting you to do.
The law is simple. When you are driving, if you see emergency lights, including tow truck lights, slow down, move over into another lane. If you can't move over safely, then slow down at a crawl to make sure you don't hit anyone or anything.
The main thing behind it is everybody understands all they need to do is slow down or move over. It's really that simple, and if motorists are prepared to do that, then they can ensure that everybody's safe.
Despite the law being simple, law enforcement officers say people still drive by without thinking.
It's dangerous to the officers, it's dangerous to the public, but it also slows down our response as far as having to make sure that A, we have the room to get around somebody, or B, is waiting until they actually see us to move over to get around them, which is prolonging our response to the call that initiated this.
A lot of the times we see collisions happen because of speed or inattention. This law asks you to address both of those. Please just slow down, pay attention to what's in front of you, and move over so that everybody has space and time to work. And just look at those emergency workers, utility workers, whoever it is on the side of the road as people with families. Giving them that space will give them the comfort to feel like they can do their job safely.
Law enforcement we talked with today say there's no need for reckless driving. They say the only thing it leads to is serious injuries, even death. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Monique, and according to AAA, despite a slow-down move-over law in all 50 states, officials say 71% of drivers don't know they are required to do this. They said on average, 23 roadside workers and first responders are killed while doing their jobs on the shoulder. Let's talk about our weather now. Stacy Lee joins us with a first look at your forecast in the 6:30 half hour. Hope you had a good weekend, Stacy.
I did have a very good weekend. We're feeling those chilly conditions. We've had some breezy winds today. This is what our overnight low temperatures are looking like in the area. Everybody down below the freezing level. Tracking some snow mainly south of Hermiston, south of the Dalles, south of Pendleton, but a few light snow showers coming through the foothills of the Blues. Planning your day tomorrow. It's going to be a cold one out the door. Grab a coat. Mid-40s by the midday. We'll be close to 50 degrees in Tri-Cities by 4. lower to mid 40s there in Yakima. Something else to look forward to this weekend. We spring forward. Check it out. Your sunrise goes from 6:19 to 7 on Sunday. And look at that. We're nearly going to have light conditions through 7 p.m. on Sunday night. So excited. Those days are getting longer. Remember, we get about 2 minutes per day. Let's talk weather photos. This was my weekend. I went to White Pass Winter Carnival. It was excellent. It was dinos versus dragons, and of course the great fireworks show. Wonderful year. Thank you once again to everybody that helps. Lots of volunteers out at White Pass to put on the Winter Carnival. So anyway, enjoyed that. Can't wait till next year. Austin?
I knew you had a great weekend. All right, Stacy, thank you. Turning to more news on this Monday, a judge sentenced a former Pasco police officer to 25 years in prison for the 1986 murder of Ruby Doss in Spokane. The court found Richard Aguirre guilty of first-degree murder in a December trial. The man's new attorney filed a motion to reconsider the conviction and consider lowering it from first to second degree. However, the judge denied the motion for consideration. Yakima police are searching for answers after a 15-year-old girl was killed in a shooting Friday night at McGinnis Park. Police say what they know so far is that two different groups, about 10 to 15 people, all younger than 18, had intentionally met up at the park. An altercation occurred, someone started shooting and killed the 15-year-old, who police say was a part of one of the groups. Police also say they spoke to several people who told them at least some of those involved were from rival gangs. So at first look, they believe the incident was gang-related. But there's not a lot of witnesses coming forward.
It's unknown what they were all doing in the area at the time, whether it was intentional, unintentional, whatever the case may be. It resulted in the death of a 15-year-old girl in our community. And there are people that know what happened that night, and we need them to come forward.
So if you know anything, contact Yakima Police, or you can send an anonymous tip on the Yakima County Crime Stoppers. Richland police have arrested a man they believe is connected to a stabbing that happened on February 16th. This was on the 300 block of Cottonwood Drive. One person was taken to the hospital with a non-life-threatening wound. Investigators say evidence pointed to a 33-year-old man as the suspect, and police tracked him down in Kennewick. But he crashed into a patrol car before getting away from officers. Investigators were later able to track him all the way to Jefferson County, where he was arrested and sent back to the Tri-Cities. The suspect is currently in the Benton County Jail on suspicion of assault and possession of a stolen vehicle. He did appear in court for a probable cause hearing today, where bail was set at $75,000. A milestone tomorrow in the race for the White House. It is Super Tuesday. More than a dozen states will hold presidential primaries, including larger states like California and Texas. Many of those states will also host Senate and House parties. Colorado is one of the states holding presidential primaries tomorrow. This morning's ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court guarantees that Trump remains on the primary ballot there. The justice ruled unanimously against invoking part of the 14th Amendment and said such power ultimately rests with Congress. The ruling essentially ends efforts in other states, such as Maine and Illinois, to remove Donald Trump from the ballot. For the second time in as many weeks, lawmakers are scrambling to avoid a partial government shutdown, and another funding deadline looms. After months of averting shutdowns at the 11th hour with stopgap bills, over the weekend, negotiators may finally have reached a critical compromise. Lawmakers unveiled a slate of 6 bipartisan bills last night. It will avert another shutdown while delivering necessary funds to government agencies and departments, including military and veterans affairs, agriculture, commerce, transportation, energy, and housing. Both sides felt they had big wins. Senator Patty Murray says the package fully funds the WIC program, which provides nutrition assistance to women and kids. And House Speaker Mike Johnson celebrated some conservative victories, including cuts to agencies like the FBI and EPA. The package also includes investments in hiring new air traffic controllers and rail safety inspectors, and funding for veterans' health benefits. But even as the two parties come together, the funding feud isn't over. They still need to address border security and aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Gaza. At least they all agreed on yet another short-term funding deal to keep the government open.
A shutdown is a loser for the American people.
We're getting the government funding done, and then we're going to turn to these other priorities. We can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Lawmakers have until March 22nd to pass the deal and keep the government funded for the rest of the fiscal year. A new FAA audit of Boeing finds multiple instances of quality control issues. The audit follows the door plug blowout on that 737 MAX 9 during a flight out of Portland. FAA investigators found non-compliance issues in multiple parts of Boeing's operation. This comes in addition to a separate report started before the door plug blew out but released last month. That found, quote, gaps in Boeing's operation. The agency gave Boeing 90 days to provide a quality improvement plan to fix issues and address findings in both reports. Boeing did not have an immediate comment on the most recent FAA statement. However, in January, Boeing's CEO conceded the company needed to improve quality controls. It was a little bit cooler today, but the wind chill kind of made it feel much colder. Stacy's back with your forecast as the news at 6:30 continues in just a bit. Live look outside as we head to break. This is in Pasco. Stay with us.
A flight over a great little lake. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Hi, I'm Gino at Italstone.
Hi, I'm Andrew at Italstone. Excited to join my father's business, a true family business.
And we got great news for you. We just got a fantastic deal on quartz and granite slabs that we want to pass on to you. You'll be shocked at the savings. Come and see us for a free estimate. You'll be glad you did. We are with you every step of the way.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
The Washington state presidential primary is underway.
This election is really being conducted for the Republican-Democrat parties.
When is an election not really an election?
We're all paying for this.
Watch Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Tuesday.
Here are some frequently asked questions we get about Dial-A-Ride services. Is Dial-A-Ride going away? No, it is not. All Dial-A-Ride services to Tri-Cities, Benton City, and Prosser is exactly the same. Are drivers being laid off? No. If you qualify for Dial-A-Ride or want to find out if you qualify for Dial-A-Ride services, call 509-735-0160 or visit bft.org to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a traffic alert for drivers in Yakima. Water lane replacement work tomorrow will impact drivers. The work means traffic will go down to one lane in both directions on North 16th Avenue. That's between Hathaway Street and Fruitvale Boulevard. The work begins tomorrow morning at 7 and lasts until 3:30. Drivers in the area should expect delays. All right.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look at our Legends Casino Skycam tonight. Looking pretty good. The winds have really started to calm down this evening. It was so blustery all day today. 44 degrees right now, our humidity at 38%, and the winds are light at 7 miles per hour. And those winds will continue to kind of shift back and forth throughout the night, calming down tomorrow. We are going to see chilly temperatures, especially right around 6 a.m. If that's when you get started, bundle up. You're still going to be in the 30s by 9. Midday, though, you should see those warmer temperatures, so maybe it's a layering situation around what to wear. Overall, though, a few clouds in the sky, but sunshine coming through for Yakima. It's going to be chilly there in the morning as well, 28, 25 degrees at 6 a.m., so a little chilly there at the bus stop for the kids. So bundle up in the morning hours and get ready to enjoy the sunshine. Pretty quiet weather in our area, tracking some snow though. Spokane to Coeur d'Alene is seeing a band of snow showers, and that's pretty much it for tonight so far. Our storm track today was pointed right mainly at Oregon, so the majority of our moisture was on the west side of the state along the coastline and then making its way into the Oregon Cascades, and that will continue to move south now. As you can see, it's bringing the cold air with it, so we're going to have those chillier temperatures a little bit below our average for the next couple of days. That system continues to move south into Northern California and back to the Rockies. The Sierra Nevadas there in California, they got slammed over the weekend. They're going to get more snow, and most of that snow level again stays to the southern part of Oregon. Here's what our Futurecast is showing us for tonight. This model is showing some snow coming through, but mainly south of Pendleton, south of Heppner, along these mountains here into the Blue Mountains of Oregon. That will quickly move through the area. We could see a stray shower or snowflake slide through Walla Walla early in the morning. Really quick, it's not going to leave much behind. And then we'll be a little unsettled, but as you can see, we're going to have some sunshine coming through as those skies start to clear. As we get into Wednesday, things are looking even better, and we'll start to see warmer temperatures beginning Wednesday into Thursday, heading towards your weekend. I like to see those clear conditions. Breezy winds, we've been dealing with those, and we'll see them start to decrease, at least in the Columbia Basin. This is at noon tomorrow, but we will see those winds start to pick up in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley and then down the Columbia River Gorge on Wednesday afternoon. But overall, winds are going to be nice and light. We have a really mild forecast going forward. However, the overnight lows on the chilly side down below the freezing level. I've been seeing people's plants starting to pop up. It's still a little cold because, yep, that crispy morning air. 20 degrees in Cle Elum overnight, 25 in Yakima, 28 in Yakima in Sunnyside. Moving into the Columbia Basin, we'll see the 20s as well through the region, and those upper 20s for the foothills of the Blues. Tomorrow, look for some sunshine, mixture of clouds and sun, not as breezy, temperatures in the 40s and 50s through the region. Let's plan your next few days. Look at that nice mild weather in Hermiston through Friday. We'll start to see things shifting late Saturday into Sunday, tracking some potential rain coming through as we get to the later part of the weekend. This is what Walla Walla looks like, pretty mild. Those overnight lows staying chilly though until like Friday into Saturday. Then we'll see those temperatures get above the freezing mark. Same thing in Yakima, those chilly temperatures overnight. Daytime looking gorgeous, springing forward this weekend. And in the Tri-Cities, pretty similar. We'll stay below the freezing level until Friday night into Saturday, where things are going to start getting a little bit warmer and more seasonable. So not a bad looking forecast. Still to come, we're going to count you down to the holidays. It's on the way. Austin?
The holidays already? Thanks, Stacy. Still ahead, 2 large lottery jackpots up for grabs, plus a mission to the cosmos. Stay with us.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am hosting the Oscars 1 hour earlier this year. That's 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and if you're on Mountain Time, I don't know what to tell you. Climb.
Jimmy Kimmel hosts the Oscars, live Sunday on ABC.
Live a life of luxury at Legends Casino Hotel during our Lux Bucks giveaway. You could win up to $5,000 every Thursday or the big prize of $10 grand and a luxury item from Burberry, Tumi, Prada, Louis Vuitton, or Yves Saint Laurent. Ooh la la! Did I just speak French? Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn valuable entries for our Lux Bucks cash, purses, and luggage. Okay, so it's not a Rolls Royce or a chateau in the Alps, but we're just a casino in Toppenish, so cut us some slack. And play Lux Bucks at Legends Casino Hotel every Thursday in March.
A semi-truck accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
If you've been hit by a semi-truck, call Tamaki Law. We understand the complex rules and regulations of the trucking industry. Dealing with big rig insurance companies requires a knowledgeable legal team, one who fights for compensation and justice that you deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
PAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you going to build?
In business news tonight, tech giant Apple plans to appeal today's antitrust fine issued by the European Union. The EU fined the company $2 billion for alleged violations of competition laws. This marks the first EU fine against Apple. Music streaming service Spotify claimed Apple required music streaming services to pay a 30% fee on purchases made through Apple's in-app payment system. Companies claim they couldn't share information about subscription deals with customers who have iPhones. The company claims the EU did not reveal credible evidence of consumer harm. It said app developers compete on a level playing field in its app store. Hey, 3 NASA astronauts and 1 Russian cosmonaut are on their way to the International Space Station. Yesterday, they launched inside the NASA and SpaceX Dragon Endeavour capsule from the Kennedy Space Center. The success followed 2 earlier attempts that were scrubbed due to the weather. They said that they should reach the space station by around early tomorrow morning. Good stuff there. All right, Stacy's back with one final look at your forecast. We're talking holidays, I guess. She's got that next.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade.
See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
We're Washington Broadband, Yakima's original internet company, with over 250 square miles of fixed wireless, 60 miles of cable, 20 miles of fiber to the home. We are serious internet. Throughout the year, our crews are building fiber and cable to homes and businesses in the upper Yakima Valley. We've never raised our prices in 28 years. With 7-day-a-week support, we're also a phone company. Go to WABroadband.com to find us. We're Yakima's hometown source to the world.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh.
Ribeye steak, rare. A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade.
The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe? Really? Steak? Really?
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
The news you care about most is news that happens close to home.
At Apple Valley News Now, our coverage focuses on Yakima, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, and all areas from the Blues to the Cascades.
Families, schools, safety, plus so much more.
We got it covered. Plus, we'll tell you what's on the way and how it will affect you and your family.
On air, online, and mobile.
We're Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
We're on your side.
We're Apple Valley News Now, always on your side. A flight over a great little lake. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
You have 2 chances this week to strike it rich. The Powerball drawing is tonight. The jackpot, $460 million. Taking the cash option would net you $220 million after taxes. The Mega Millions jackpot has also skyrocketed to $650 million. The next drawing in that game tomorrow night, taking the cash option, would net you more than $300 million after taxes. Okay, there's somebody that should get a ticket tonight.
Right.
Because I hear it's his birthday. Our amazing director,
Right.
Jason, it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Jason.
He needs to go get a ticket.
That's right. It's his lucky day.
Yep.
All right, and when I was talking about holidays,
Yes.
Austin, we have holidays coming up. Easter's coming up.
That's true, you're right.
St. Patty's Day.
I know.
And heck, you know what? I'm going to call the first day of spring a holiday because I can't wait for that to get here 15 days away. So you've got 27 days until Easter Sunday. So a lot to look forward to and count down. We're almost there to that daylight saving. I'm excited about that as well. Yeah. Let's take a look at your planning forecast for the next 7 days. Pretty mild weather, a little on the cool side. Things will warm up a little bit as we head into the weekend. And don't forget to spring forward this weekend. Walla Walla, Hermiston, also pretty mild weather. I like the looks of 57. If it would just stay up there, 57, 60 degrees.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. And you were at White Pass?
That's
Beautiful?
right.
Fun?
Absolutely gorgeous weekend there.
Very good. All right, I'm glad you had fun. Hey, thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Austin Reed with Stacy Lee. We're hoping your news is good news. More local news tonight at 11.
Have a good night.